really didn't want to ever have to cover Poppy, the artist known as Poppy. I wasn't sure if anyone even knew who Poppy was, but I've seen a lot of really good videos that people have done on Poppy before. But I had to do this video after a friend of mine sent me a link to this. Absolutely absurd. Now, for those of you who follow the channel, I constantly am showing you the repetition of the blood baptism, the satanic baptism, that these occultists take, that they want the rest of the world to eventually go through with and endure. That's why they desensitize people to gore and blood and all this stuff. It made people think that it's cool, right? Showing Santa Clarita Diet and all these shows where people are cannibals and drinking blood and telling us that if we dump blood on ourselves, we won't age. It's like an anti-aging cream. That's why they have Kim Kardashian and all these people doing it. Well, now we have Poppy in her latest video titled X, having her blood baptism in front of everybody. If that wasn't enough, you can see Poppy just completely doused in blood. And I'm not even going to get into some of the lyrics of the song sung by Poppy. I'm just going to show you some of the basic repetition being used from these same musicians, you know, over and over and over. They're all just dumping blood on themselves, and people think that this is some type of artistic expression. So why would some little girl who, you know, openly says that she was made in a laboratory in her music videos or in her lyrics of her songs, why would she, what would be sexy or cute or about her dumping blood on her head? Or original, because we see it over and over. Slipknot just did it, just covered that, right? Which some people will say, well, that's not a surprise because it's Slipknot and they do all that kind of satanic stuff. Okay, well, why is Poppy doing it, right? Why are people like Joji doing it? Machine Gun Kelly? Why are people like Milo, the alt-right guy, doing it? This is what they're getting people prepared for, this blood baptism. Now, you could see her logo in itself. The P, of course, stands for Poppy, which is a P inside of a pyramid. If that's not enough for people to even see this, the basic symbols, she's always, you know, she holds up the 666, she holds up, does the all-seeing eye symbolism. Oh, wait, what else would we possibly see? Oh, my goodness, is that it? No. Could it be? Oh, it's just the black and white Masonic checkerboard floor. Well, that must be a coincidence, too, right? Or is it a coincidence that there's stars on the curtain behind her? You mean stars, which really are pentagrams? Just because the lines aren't through it. Remember, it's a pentagram. It's satanic. So you get her drummer with the pyramid with the P inside for Poppy. He's playing on top of the Masonic black and white floor, and the floor itself is black and white as she stands on the witchcraft spiral. Man, can't make it up, can you? I mean, if you were, how many times this week, how many times this month are you seeing this constant repetition? And those who don't know, the black and white tile, they tell you it represents balance and duality. Yeah, this is an homage to Freemasonry. That's why every Freemason lodge has the black and white tile. Because all these executives and CEOs and people who make millions of dollars and control everything are all at one point or another indoctrinated in Freemasonry, which there's one in your town. And there, that is where they learn and are taught that Lucifer is God. And they all worship Lucifer. And of course, like all these scumbags do, worships the Baphomet, right? You can see this outfit that she's worn in a previous video, which is clearly the Baphomet. You can see the horns coming up and the face going down. If that's not enough for people to think that, oh, yeah, that's the Baphomet, some people will say, no, it's just some cool outfit. You can even see her doing the as above, so below in one of her music videos, which just happens to be the same video where she has somebody portraying the devil. You know, obviously this isn't what the devil looks like, but this is what the obvious, you know, everybody knows, like they've made everyone think the devil's just some red guy with horns. So they have her with the devil inside this music video where she's doing her Baphomet poses. I mean, it's really getting ridiculous seeing this stuff over and over. And I almost like pull my hair out at this point because people still comment and they just go, you're just some crazy Christian guy. What do you, then if I'm a crazy Christian guy, please explain to me what this is. What am I looking at? A girl, a blonde-haired girl who is dousing herself in blood and singing about ecstasy. Oh, right, it's art, right? Boy, you know? At this point, if people aren't waking up and seeing it, I don't know what the point of continuing to even make videos is anymore. Because it's getting more and more obscene and insane by the second. You can see her with the black eyes in this video, right? I've been covering this recently. The black goo, the black eyes, the black tears, right? Demonic possession. right? So she's doing all this devil worship. She's doing her blood baptism, and then her eyes go completely black, just like Eminem when the black smoke went inside of the black eyes. Okay, this is what is happening. This is spiritual warfare, and this is real. And I can't help it if people think I'm fanatical when they hear this stuff, and they're like, oh, this guy's out of his mind. Just wait till you snap out of your bubble. And I'm not yelling at you, the listeners. I'm talking to the people out here who will come to this video because they're either Poppy fans or they're like, oh, I watch Illuminati Exposed to see how crazy you people are. Or I've come to the crazy side of the internet. Now, you come to the side of, you should just consider it divine intervention when you find channels like this who are trying to help and wake people up and deal with zombies day and night who mock and ridicule the work that we all do, which is trying to help wake up the sleeping zombies. But no, they'll tell you it's artistic expression, right? So here's another video, someone taking literally a bloodbath, dousing themselves in blood. Then her eyes are black, which represents demonic possession. But no, this is original because we don't see this all the time. I've only could probably have 75 videos on musicians with the same stuff, right? Whether it's the Masonic stuff with the black and white colors, whether it's the Baphomet pose, which she's doing right here, with the pyramids, or the bloodbath. Boy. You know, you go on her channel, right, and you think, oh yeah, well that's, you know, that must be it, right? I mean, there's so much stuff on her. She's got a video she posted a week ago, or 2 weeks ago, Your Soul is Mine, where a cat is talking about how he now has Poppy's soul. So she's talking about, you know, selling her soul. She's talking about devil worship. She's talking about, you know, as above, so below stuff with the Baphomet. She's got the, I mean, yeah, right? The repetition should break people free from this. They should say, okay, yeah, I'm seeing way too much of the same thing over and over. The problem is that people don't see the repetition. So when we point this stuff out, they should wake up. But they don't. You know? And you can see, obviously, even in her phone, she's got the black and white, right? I always say it's the, you know, oh, you're getting sleepy, right? Because that's what they've convinced people of, which is just it's a witchcraft symbol. The spiral is a symbol for witchcraft. I know a lot of people associate the spiral with pedophilia because of the FBI, you know, symbols that were exposed, and then everybody, you know, kind of, with Pizzagate, everybody started getting heavier into researching that type of stuff. Well, the original origins of the spiral is from witchcraft. Right? Like all of this stuff it all goes back to ancient Egypt. It goes back to witchcraft, devil worship, sacrifice to Baal, and this is the plan that they have for the entire human race. And you people who listen to my channel are obviously smart enough and you see this, but there's so many people out there, they don't realize, you know, it's not going to be me and you. They're waiting for us to die. They're killing us off with chemicals and all this other stuff. It's the generations beneath them. It's the teens who are listening to my channel now. It's your kids, and you're needed to be aware of these things, to point it out to your children, to raise your children through the Bible, through God's Word, to teach them that salvation can only be obtained through Christ, because they are creating a generation after generation of more and more people learning and going into Satanism. And they're learning and being indoctrinated with it through the movies and the television, the do without will mindset. Everything that's going on today in the world is the do without will mindset, right? Oh, don't question somebody who cross-dresses. How dare you? Be tolerant of that. Be tolerant of this. Don't be tolerant of Christians, right? But everything else we need to accept. We need to accept 50-year-old men wearing diapers, you know, laying and sleeping and having sex in a crib. I mean, it's insanity what's going on out there. And I yell because it's so frustrating seeing this stuff, you know? And I've heard all about Poppy. And again, I've seen other people's videos. People have done great work on it. And it's just, you know, it just gets to a point, right? You know, you see Poppy trending, Poppy's blowing up, and it's like, oh, okay, well, let me take a guess. Poppy's, you know, doing some weird satanic crap, right? Oh, what a coincidence. You know, Poppy's doing the Baphomet. Poppy's taking a blood baptism. No, this is just normal. You know, a blonde-haired girl who's supposed to be, like, appealing to men because of her looks is dumping blood on her head and then getting black eyes right after her because, you know, that's just regular behavior. And I could go through all of Poppy's videos, but other people have already done it. Okay, and I don't have the patience right now to go through Poppy's videos and dissect everything she's done, but it doesn't take much more to realize this stuff. We all know that the bloodbath is a satanic baptism. They openly admit it. Even the Satanists who say, you know, who are like, we don't worship the devil, the deity, they even talk about, you know, the bathing in the pig's blood and all this rituals that they have to do, and they're like, yeah, but it's more of a cleansing kind of thing. Boy, what is next? I don't know. Am I afraid to find out? No, not really, because I have salvation through Christ, so I'm not afraid, but I just worry about other people out there who continue to see this stuff and don't wake up to it. And just literally are like, come on, man, lay off. It's Poppy. That's just people who are programmed to worship these people. That's what they are. They worship these people. So they go, oh, well, yeah, you were right about Eminem and so-and-so, but not about Poppy or, Lady Gaga or whoever. And that's because they're using their emotions because that's the person that they might like, right? And they might go, oh, well, but not him because I'm a fan of his. People need to realize it's all of them. They are all in this brotherhood, these secret societies, okay? There's many secret societies, right? We all focus on Freemasonry. We talk about the Vatican. We talk about SIO out in Bagelville. But let's be realistic. There are thousands of covens and secret societies who worship Satan and cults, and they all network together. And the only way you get put in these positions is if they put you there. And when they're in these positions, guess what? They're grooming people, just like handlers groom their victims. But the people that they're grooming are their fans. They're grooming them to be microchipped. They're grooming them to be cannibals. They're grooming them to worship Lucifer. And they're grooming them to turn their backs on God. That's what they're doing. And we need to stop it. It makes me sick. I thank you for listening to today's show. I don't know what's next, folks. God bless all of you. Be safe. God bless you and your families.